screen. Okay. For that, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiret. Sranadam Sakatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Hridiyandasto Hi Apadrani Vithunoti Sukritsatam Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Tada Rajastamo Bhava Kamalopadayasthaye Chedayadairana Vittam Stidam Sattve Prasidati Evam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavat Bhakti Yogada Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam Mutta Sangasya Jayate Vidyate Hridaya Grandhi Sthityande Sarva Samshaya Chiyande Asya Karmani Drashte Evatmani Sware. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So here the verse goes. Mattam pramattam unmattam suptam balam striyam jadam prabannam viratham bhidam innaripum handi dharmavit. And one more time. Mattam pramattam unmattam suptam balam striyam jadam prabannam viratham bhidam inna ripum handi dharmavit. So translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. A person who knows the principles of religion does not kill an enemy who is careless, intoxicated, insane, asleep, afraid or devoid of his chariot. Nor does he kill a boy, a woman, a foolish creature, or a surrendered soul. An enemy who does not resist is never killed by a warrior who knows the principles of religion. Formerly, battles were fought on the principles of religion and not for the sake of sense gratification. If the enemy happened to be intoxicated, asleep, etc., as above mentioned, he was never to be killed. These are some of the codes of religious war. Formerly, war was never declared by the whims of selfish political leaders. It was carried out on religious principles free from all vices. Violence carried out on religious principles is far superior to so-called non-violence. So here the context is as the past few verses we have been seeing, Arjuna has bound up Ashwatthama because he tried to run away, flee after committing this terrible, grievous sin, that is killing the sons of Draupadi who were sleeping in the who were asleep and at night, and they were minors, young boys. So then Sri Krishna is addressing Arjuna and telling him such a heinous crime. He does not does not deserve to be released. Kill him, O Arjuna. Krishna gives the order, and he speaks kind of angrily. And Krishna is saying these words, that is, anybody who breaks the rules of the war, that is, this is a religious war, and the Kurukshetra war is fought on religious principles, not like a modern day war. So there are certain rules to be followed. So the Lord is specifying the kinds of enemy, the kinds of situation in which the enemy should not be fought or attacked. So here it says mattam, if the enemy is careless, and pramattam, intoxicated, unmattam, insane, suptam, asleep, balam, boy, striyam, woman, jadam, foolish, prabannam, surrendered, viratham, that is one who has lost his chariot, and phidam, afraid, ribum, enemy, then dharma. So one who knows these principles of religion does not attack any of these, attack the enemy in any of these categories. So Ashwatthama has gone and killed the sons of Pandavas who were asleep in the tent, and they were minor boys. So Krishna is very vehemently telling to Arjuna, you should not spare him. So now the rules of war, we not we are not very familiar with this topic at all, but at least we have heard the very famous one. Do not hit below the waist. That is adharma. That is one of the. So in this, so I listened to Srila Prabhupada's lecture on this verse, and he is saying this. The pramata, the enemy is, in our modern day life, we are seeing 99.9% of the population is in the category of pramata, that is intoxicated. So those pramatas, how are they? And our war is against this. It's a war on Maya. That is how not to be in this category. And that is we rely so much on our material advancement and physical comfort for happiness. But these are all very temporary. Anytime the Emirates call can come, like we have seen in the past few months, hundreds of thousands of people dying only because of a tiny virus. So anytime there can be natural disasters, then violence created in human society on so many different outfits. Anything can destroy our life itself, and still we put so much emphasis on our that is our belief in that is we put so much emphasis on our physical powers. That is, I have a very nice house, a very nice career, a loving wife and children. So that is apatya kalatreshu. That is, these are our soldiers who are going to protect us. That is the very worst case of the illusion that is consuming the human race. That is, by physically advancing our comfort and increasing our social popularity, everything, that we can sustain a nice life in this time. But what happens at the end of life and what is the goal of life? People are very ignorant. So they are continuing as in this mad intoxication, searching for material comforts and empowerment, all in the physical material realm. So that is and today's wars, Srila Prabhupada says, like cats and dogs, they fight. That is, they fight. It is in their nature to fight. Similarly, humans are imitating, fighting like cats and dogs. They do not have any religious principles or what is worthy cause to fight for. So in the Kurukshetra war was not was a religious war, and it was under the leadership of, under Krishna's guidance. So Lord comes to comes to his purpose of incarnation is to dharma samstavanarthaya. That is paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkrita dharma samstavanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So it is Krishna's purpose to do away with those who are burdened to this earth and to re-establish religion. So in this war, we see that they have to observe these rules of the war. They should not fight once the sun is down, or when the enemy is not in his chariot, etc., etc. He does not have a weapon, or he is surrendered, etc., etc. So, so for us, the devotees fight a war against the Maya. That is what is pleasing to Krishna. That is what we have to engage in. So Krishna says, Devi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya Mame Pravadyante Tam Starandite. That is one who is this illusory potency of mind is very powerful, and the living entities are bewildered under its influence. But as they surrender unto me, they become they are able to overcome this Maya. So that is the that is a war which will give us, which will see us out of this material struggle. That is it give us liberation. So so this so this is the war that and then people are pramata because they are mad after sense gratification. That is anything that will give enjoyment to it is worthy of chasing. So, but that is not the case. We have to engage our senses in the service of Krishna, the master of the senses. That is Rishikena, Rishikesha Sevana. And that is how we are able to overcome the power of Maya, which is very powerful. So uh, so that is the war that is devotees are engaged in. Whatever that you do, you offer as a sacrifice to the Lord. Even that which you, that is as Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, yat karosi yat asnasi yat duhosi yat dadasi yat tapasyasi kaundeya tat kurushya madarpanam. That is to engage in whatever you do, whatever you eat, and whatever charities or welfare activities you perform, whatever austerities you undertake. Oh Arjuna, please do it unto me as a sacrifice to me. And so that is why we are in a society that is established in Varnashrama Dharma. That is every activity is to please the Supreme Lord, and in that there is no there is no higher category or lower category. That is the Brahmana will do the service to the Lord directly in the temple. The Kshatriya will fight in the war. The Vaishya will produce agricultural products and take care of the cows. The Shudra will engage in service, giving service to all the three classes. So there is no that is menial job at all. Anything that is done to please Krishna is is what we have to do. Like in the temple, one can be engaged in cleaning the floor, or in deity worship, it is the same merit that one accrues. So, and then it will give us progressively, our intelligence will be purified. That is, we will no longer depend upon these fallible soldiers that we have, and we will be completely dependent on Krishna's mercy, and our attachment to Krishna grows by serving in loving devotional service. And so so that's all actually I have in this and the Srila Prabhupada is saying, people are so much attached to the body. They all over the world, we have this workout mania. That is to build bodybuilding. People are engaged in bodybuilding, and so they think by having a strong body, I can live for long. And but actually, anybody may die. We can see that the football player, sometimes he suffers a heart attack in the field, or I mean, anybody can die at any time. So people are in Maya. They have to spend so much energy on this on material perfection, seeking for material perfection in advancing the physical comforts, and prolonging the lifetime. But that lifetime is certainly it's already fixed when we are born. We cannot even add half a minute to our lifetime by engaging in all these activities. So Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. That is, what we do should give us knowledge and detachment. That is, why are we here? But temporarily under the influence of some power or so, we are doing so many activities and keeping so busy that we cannot even do. We cannot even rest for 1 minute for ourselves. So it is because people do not have the proper goal of life in mind, that they go for this rat race, so-called, and engagement in material work very hard all through the day. And people, the bosses are never satisfied. You do 60 hours week or 80 hours week, they are still not satisfied. Like that it goes. So nobody can help us at the time of death, when the Yamaraj's call come. And Srila Prabhupada is narrating the story of Satyavan and Savitri. Savitri only could challenge the order of Yamaraj. at the time of Satyavan's death. She said, so it was said that Satyavan has, it was forecast, the astrological prediction was that he will die, Satyavan will die on the marriage day. But still, Savitri said, I will marry him. And then she married him. And when Emeraj came, she pleased him very nicely. And so Emeraj, very happy with her prayers, blessed her already that you will have a nice son. So then Satyavan dies and Emeraj is taking him. Then Savitri said, how come you promised me that I will have a good son and now you are taking my husband? So she followed him. Then Emeraj realized that he has made a mistake and he should let Satyavan go. These are all very, very rare instances in our ancient history. But we cannot, in this day and age, we cannot expect that anybody will save us except our own dharma. That is, if we take shelter of dharma, dharma will protect us last minute. So everybody has to continue in this war against Maya. The devote, as Srila Prabhupada has said, and as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught us, in this age of Kali, the highest sacrifice is to chant the holy names of the Lord and become purified. So that's about 5 minutes left. I would stop here. Thank you all for listening. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments? Okay, then we will stop here. Vancha kalpatarubhya kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam bhavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Hare Krishna.